Thank you so much for joining in meditation. Now, let's into the wisdom part. SETH wisdom. We are in chapter 21, and this is going to be the last chapter, friends. So the title here is the meaning of religion, right? So let us recollect past sessions, the introduction of this chapter, and we will continue, right? So Seth Master says, like, every person has inner knowledge. So he starts with this paragraph in this chapter. So, like, we all do have the inner wisdom inside us. So this inner self is deeper and wiser than the everyday thinking mind. You know, like even though we live in this physical world, our inner world strongly, so whatever we feel inside, so our inner world strongly shapes what happens outside. It, like, I can say, like, through my experiences in the past, for 11 days I was in, I practiced silence. I tried to be in that mauna. So I have experienced this. Yes, we do have a vast wisdom inside us, and we are not this, which we identify with our ego self. And most importantly, whatever the inner reality, whatever the inner energy, we can say, the frequency that we vibrate is just the reflection. The outer world is the reflection of our inner frequency, of inner the frequency that we vibrate, and the whatever the see, like, what we feel inside us, knowingly or unknowingly. It's from, sometimes it comes from the subconscious mind. So we think like, okay, I don't have this, I am not this. But here we say, like, in a deep subconscious mind we do have, and it's only the silence that that transforms the energy. See, already that emotions and the thoughts have that certain energy. We are energy beings, right? So everything in us and outer field is just energy that we accumulate, that we have transformed, or that we have created. We created that inner energy. So certain energies which need to transform, they need to be. So mauna transforms, silence transforms that energy, because we know energy neither it's like it needs to be, it can't be destroyed, so it needs to transform. So that's how I realized, got to know, we have the theory, but for those 11 days I felt like whatever Seth Master is saying, whatever the other enlightened masters say, so Mahatar, Babaji, Patri sir, they say why they have given importance to silence. So, like, we're coming to this topic, this inner knowledge we all do have, but certain the layers we have created from lifetimes, not this lifetime, from lifetimes. So it stops, it becomes a veil, it becomes a layers on our, the true self, right? So this inner knowledge wants to express itself, Seth Master. So because of the ego, it understands only the physical reality. We think the inner self is the projections its truth into outer world as events, people, symbols, religions, or great leaders. So this is how the introduction is. So these people, they say, may see extraordinary or chosen, but they are actually expressing something that that exists within all humans. See, like the incarnations of great masters. Like Seth Master has taken an example of Jesus Christ. like Jesus Christ, we say, like many other masters, some we know, some they are familiar with us, some we are very familiar, and some they are unknown, but they have done their work on earth. So they want to tap the real humanity. So they want to tap the truth in all human beings. That's the reason the incarnations. So they were chosen to express the truth. Here we are always in expression, so we are expressing this, but we are not completely expressing with the true reality here. But we are sometimes we are identifying ourselves with the ego self is like, I am this, I am that. So like I attaching the I to certainty. So here uh so we but it's like the human nature, that's like some consciousness. So we are the inner consciousness, or our consciousness wants to express itself. So the consciousness is full of wisdom, and that wisdom is the truth. So here uh, so they act our inner spiritual. So these people, with their teachings, with their sharings, they want to tap they want to tap the true self in all human beings, rest of all beings on the earth. So they act as inner spiritual. So there's certain spiritual drama, he says, like Seth Master says, certain drama will be played, the form, the taking the name of the religion. So whatever the religion here it is, whatever be the religion we are in, so we were, so it's only to tap the truth. It only to religion is to express the truth. So religion is a medium. So they have chosen certain mediums like religion. And this ego self often look outward for answers. If what another thing that I have realized in those 11 days was like, if something comes, the inner voice is so strong. The inner voice, when we connect with our inner voice, it's like true clarity. We get clarity, and we don't search outside. So we don't need answers from outside. We were like 100% sure with that. We strongly believe that, and that belief is not from the belief that we have created, the belief system. It's like truth, we know it's correct. So as religions or belief system weakens externally, the internal spiritual activity grows stronger again, preparing for new forms of expression. So they have worked in many ways. If not one way, though, they have chosen another way. But all the name of all the drama, he says, like drama, in order to share the see, like some dramas in the past, stage dramas, one essence, one moral they want to share, one truth. So for that to share that one truth, so all the drama will be taken place, isn't it? So in the same way here he says, like cosmic drama. So here they want to, these masters, they come here to share the truth, to express the truth, and let the other peoples to express the truth. And coming to today's session, so true spirituality comes from the inner experience. That's very, very true. So maybe see, like what that 11 days, I say, I repeat it because that's a great shift that brought in me. So she says, like, spirituality comes from inner experience. Inner experience is we through experiences or the wisdom. So Patrisar says your experience is wisdom. So unless we implement the wisdom, we won't realize the weight and the truth behind, the purity behind the wisdom. So here he says spiritual understanding begins inside a person through personal awareness, feelings, and insight. This is the same happened for me. So every time for those for that 11 days, it's like I was full of awareness with my own self, with my own own, the being which I thought, the beingness. So it's like feelings and insights. We do get insights and the feelings, and it's like, and like how like each and every time, each and every moment, I was implementing the wisdom. Whatever it is going on within me, I was implementing the wisdom, what I heard, what I read, what I heard from others. It's like that's how I got to know that yes, it's spirituality begins from silence. So within, and also that within, the within is the silence is the true self. So outer practices are only symbols of inner truth. So this we need to understand. So whatever it is outside we do, say like it's we name it like as tantra. So tantra means in the ritual. So some tantra means something like it doing, in the doing form. So so these are like practices. So outer practices are only symbols of inner truth. And rituals, stories, and traditions are the ways to represent inner experiences. They are not the experience itself. Seth Master said, they are not the experience itself. Through that, this person will experience the truth. This person will, through the outer the rituals, it's like a way, it's like a something, it's like it's not completely truth, but it guides to certain stage, to certain level, but it won't completely take it. And also I can't say like it only depends on the individual. So since inner experiences are hard to explain, so in that days, so it is hard to explain, symbols and stories make them easier to grasp. So symbols are imperfect and change over time, isn't it? So they change over time. All the rituals, they change over time. As people and culture change, the symbols they use also change, isn't it? So inner experience is more important than outer forms. He says inner experience is more important than outer forms. We need to, whatever we do, friends, we need to know the meaning behind. The meaning in the sense is not any myth, it's not any belief. Meaning means the science behind. Spirituality is a science. You know, everything in our body, whatever it is happening, is completely science. So that's how I realized that why Patrisar says spiritual science. I never heard before other than Patrisar saying that from as I never heard that spirituality is a science. Whatever I got to know the spirituality, it's only the beliefs, is only the truth, is only whatever it is coming from ancestors. But it's only from Patrisar I had it's a science. So then I started to question. And all these years in the journey, slowly I started to understand what's the science behind everything, what is the science behind the spirituality is. So as people and culture change, the symbols also change. The meaning behind the practice matters more than the practice itself. So no system can fully control inner truth. No other system, no one can control the inner truth. The truth has to come, and everyone they will realize. And here in Seth, in here he said, Seth Master has mentioned that near 2075, every person and everyone will realize their true self on earth. 2075, this book was written in 1960s. See, like, so here, that's even now with the spreading of the meditation and all, the truth has so become so strong that even we need not wait until 75. It's like very near. So no system can fully control inner truth. Inner awareness is personal and cannot be owned or limited by any external authority. See, like truth, suppressed inner truth will reappear in new forms. will reappear. So only the truth exists, isn't it? So only the truth. So in order to express it, so if it is suppressed for any reason, but it will come in another form. Just like our consciousness, just like our conscious, if anything is suppressed, our emotion, so anything is suppressed, even the truth is suppressed, it will come in another experience. So we need to have that experience in order to express this unexpressed emotion. The consciousness will not see, like it won't rest, or it won't halt, it won't stop. So every time we need to express whatever it is, whatever we are building in, so we will express, but it's completely depend on us, so what we are expressing it and how we are expressing. So taking symbols as absolute truth causes confusion, he says, isn't it? I was before meditation, I was the same. So though we belong to one community, each and every family followed their own methods. I was so confused. So we belong to one community, we need to have one same method, right? So because see, like it again and again, the spirituality, so what before they were understood, so they have taken on their own methods, they have implemented, they have changed it. So when people mistake symbols for reality, they feel lost or betrayed later, and confusion starts. Hmm? Spirituality is not separate from daily life. It is not limited to special activities. It is present in everyday actions and choices. It says everyday actions and choices. Here, whatever we are thinking, friends, whatever we are feeling, whatever we think, like the thoughts, they are coming. So whatever we are forced to do something. No one forcing here. No one forcing. Everything, whatever we are doing by our own self, though we are listening from others, or it's from our own choice. See, someone is trying to control, someone is influencing, no one is influencing us. Again, so though they are influencing, again, this individual's choice. So it's like they are doing it on their own choice, right? So inner meaning gives value to physical life. Life feels meaningful because of inner purpose, not just external success. All spiritual expressions come from the same inner source. Inner source is not the individual's inner source. Inner source is the higher consciousness. Higher Different parts arise from the same human inner experience. Real understanding comes like say from trusting like inner awareness. So whatever he has explained with taking names of certain religions, and so it's like we are discussing the essence. So he has taken certain examples, certain past who has changed to some, like Jesus Christ, and after Jesus Christ he said like some like Paul, and like in every other religion, so how they have transformed, how they have acted, how they have how their imprints has been, and how they imparted the truth. So real understanding comes from trusting, and deep clarity comes when a person listens to and trust their own inner knowing. So early humans once, he said, like early humans once felt deeply connected to nature, not separate from it. Like see, like some decades, some like ago, like centuries ago, nature was seen as alive, meaningful, and part of oneself. So they worshipped nature. So they are like those people, they are very close to the nature, we know, right? So people did not feel above nature or against it. So inner awareness and natural life were experienced as one. So whatever they are feeling in, they are feeling in the nature. So whatever they feel like, nature is so connected to them with their inner beingness, so with their inner self. And yeah, again, so this like when our ego self calms down, when our mind stills, we will experience this. We will experience whatever we are like. mm, the inner self is, we are connected with the whole universe, the whole universe. And in that silence, I understood that even silence is speaking. It's not the mind, but without words, without expressions, this silence is speaking. They are in the olden days, like in the what at the when the people, they are feeling the nature, they are like connected with the nature, they felt the same. So it's not like they didn't use any techniques or like more words to express. So people didn't feel they are like above nature or against it, and that means they vibrated with the nature. And they here, now there is a thin line that we need to understand. They respected nature, they thought the nature, they worship it, they are connected with the nature, and the same thing they vibrate. That means they didn't feel like something is above them, something is greater than them. We feel so, as it got changed. Now Seth Master will tell us, inner awareness and natural life was expected. Over time, humans became more self-aware and ego-centered. When these people started like ego-centered, like they are identifying themselves with the ego, they got separated from the truth. They got separated from the God that is existing within them. What they felt, the nature, what they felt, there is nothing above. Then they started, there is something power, there is the power which is above them. We are, though we believe or not, though we have experienced or not, friends, we are that. We are that consciousness, right? Over time, so this created a feeling of separation from nature. Power over nature began to feel important. Nature started to use, so the nature started to be used as a tool, even as a weapon. So they chanted mantras. So he has explained, Seth Master, that they have used nature as a weapon on some other like people, like they misuse the powers. The ideas of a powerful outer authority reflected their growing ego. So that authority acted like uncontrolled human emotions, anger, and like they punished, and they force. So these all they have started. And see, when this got started, when they got separated from their inner self, when they think like something is greater than them, when they got separated from their own self, when they from their own truth, this symbol showed humanity inner psychological conflict. So even the that individual, that humans, they felt conflict within them. With separation came fear, struggle, and emotional problems. See, so it's it's time now, and it's like we need to connect with our own being. When we connect, when we connect with our true self, like we need not try to be in beingness. So when I started meditation, every time, now and then, often I used to hear like we are in the doing, so not doing, we need to be in the being state. I couldn't able to like understand clearly. So what is that being means? What is that being state mean? When we connect with our true self, automatically we will be in that being self. Being self is a complete filling ourselves with the wisdom, with our truth, with our true self. When we connect with our true self, when we feel that we are that, automatically we will be in that being state. We need not adopt, or we need not practice like self-love, or like unconditional love. Everything is existing in the true self. So with separation, so when we got separated, this fear, struggle, and emotional problems got arise. So humans began to feel divided, inner self and outer world. Using nature against others also meant using oneself against oneself. Right. Earlier cultures communicated symbolically with animals, plants, and natural forces. This showed an understanding of inner reality, inner reality through nature. Life and death were seen as parts of a natural cycle, not something to fear. So though they have certain like emotions were going, but they have an understanding about death. They felt like death is like extinction, so extinction, like they are like expansion of consciousness. They have the knowledge of consciousness then. Life and death were not separate. So later humans wanted to step outside their old way of awareness. Then they started, like, then as fears grown, as then they started to fear about death. They wanted to study consciousness itself. So like, see, what I felt is we are the consciousness, we are vibrating in that consciousness. Just then I got to know about a small fish story. So it always wants to thinks about the greatness of the ocean, but it itself has forgot that it is in the ocean. We are actually vibrating in that consciousness, and again we are thinking like we need to know something, we need to explore something, but we are in that consciousness, we are in that greater, the vibration, already we are that. And finally he says, but it also reduced like natural inner ease and spontaneity. So coming to the conclusion today, so as human awareness changed, people moved from inner harmony with nature to separation, and like they started to control. See, like when they felt insecurity within them, when they were in that confusion state, the inner conflict, they thought like something they need to control outside, or they started to dominate others, so to dominate animals. That's how the people started to harm animals. So they felt like something need to be the power. So whatever they didn't feel the actual power within them, they started to think that they need to show their power, like in the outer world. So and this shift brought growth and creativity, but also fear, conflict, and loss of inner peace. True balance lies in understanding consciousness without losing inner connection. Consciousness is same now and then. Okay, it is same, but it's only, it depends upon the individual how they are using this consciousness. The same like the technology, how we are using our technology, right? So thank you so much for today, and rest we will continue in the next sessions. If at all you want to share anything, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, Sharda Garu. So beautiful today. I think in the power struggle, we literally have forgotten to live our life, with in peace with everything around us. Like as you said, before they knew to exist with nature, animals, so they knew everything. And death itself was a part of the life, and they never feared. Now we see, for every little thing we fear. In this struggle, we have become more fear oriented, and everyone exhibits, this fear. It is a dominant feature. It has become a dominant feature of human now. They have forgotten to enjoy life, I feel. Thank you. Thank you. So beautifully it is told here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to SETH Master. Thank you, Nainaji. Thank you, sir. Yes, friends. Right. So let's meet in the next session then. And please read the book, friends. Though we discuss this in in sessions, but when we read by our own, we get the experience is completely different. So thank you all. Thank you and namaste. Have a great time. Thank you. Thank you, sir.